Hey, YouTube, it is your girl, Miss Brandy 1525, and I am coming at y'all today with a favorites of 2014. So what I want to share with you today is the makeup products that I really loved this year, the things that were always within reach, the things that I kept close to me so that I could grab them and get this face beat and put my best diva forward. These things that I'm going to show you are all the things that I really have fell in love with in the year 2014. So we'll just jump right into it. The first thing I'll start out with is foundations. The majority of this year, especially during the summer, I use this foundation. This is a Wet n Wild foundation. Found this at the Dollar Tree, and when I tell you, this foundation had me beat. Full coverage, I'm gonna say medium to full coverage. This foundation gave me everything. Now, of course, looking at this, as you can see that it is looking a whole lot darker, but this was, as I said, my summer color, and this foundation gave me absolutely everything. The finish was a beautiful matte finish, just like I like, and the coverage was just absolutely perfect. It did not move. I set it with powder, and that was just it. So I really loved it. I'll show you the packaging on it just in case you run across it in your local Dollar Tree. This is a new one that I will be looking forward to this summer. Okay, and there is the package in there. I know that you may not be able to see it perfectly, but as you can see, it is by Wet n Wild, and it is their Beauty Benefits foundation. And for anybody that might be close to my skin tone, the number on this foundation is 34310. It says light, lightweight, natural looking, sheer to medium coverage. I gotta disagree with that. I would say this foundation is definitely medium to full coverage foundation. For me, fabulous. Okay, the second foundation that I fell in love with this year was the Revlon Color Stay, the 24-hour Color Stay makeup in the color 400 Caramel. Everything. I could wear this Revlon Color Stay without setting it, okay, and it was not going nowhere. Depending on the humidity outside, you know, during the summer, depending on the humidity, I might set it, I might not, but this foundation gave me everything. It is a medium coverage foundation, so if my skin is doing okay, I can wear this foundation and still look flawless. Absolutely loved the Revlon Color Stay. I recommend this to anybody who is looking for a good drugstore foundation. Say you know, you have your high-end foundations or whatever, but you don't want to wear it every day. You know, some of them foundations cost too much to just be putting it on every day. I know how it is. So the Revlon Color Stay, yes God, okay, definitely a win-win situation. Okay, the last one that I have been loving in these past few months here is the BH Cosmetics foundation. Yes God, okay, $3, holla, $3 holla. This foundation right here beats all these MAC foundations. All these MAC foundations, put them to shame, okay? Wait, that ain't MAC. I lied on that one. Let me see. Well, anyway, yeah. All my MAC foundations that I got over here, this BH Cosmetics, in my opinion, put them to shame, okay? This foundation is not going to budge. It does not move. It is full coverage. It is matte but not flat, okay? Some of my other foundations are flat until, you know, I spoof them up, give them a little color. This foundation right here is absolutely perfect. This is my favorite foundation. Of all the foundations that I own, I absolutely love the BH Cosmetics foundation. My color is golden beige. Golden beige, yes. Love this. Love that it comes with a pump. I like how much the pump puts out. I can use one full pump and do my whole entire face, and just flawless is what I'm wearing right now. And yes, God, beat covered to the gods. Okay, love that. Now from foundations, we will move on to powders. Since I'm going with BH Cosmetics, I am loving the BH Studio Pro powder. This one right here is the one that I use to do my highlighted areas, and this is the matte finish pressed powder in the shade 215. And I will show you what it looks like. Yes, it is rather light, but as I said, I use this under my eyes, you know, so on me it's just a nice highlight. It's not extreme, it's not over the top, and this powder is very, very nice. Very, very smooth, easy to apply, easy to blend out, and just fabulous. So definitely give the BH Studio Pro powders a try. Love them. I definitely intend to order more. The next powder that I am absolutely loving, I could be putting this stuff away, is the Sasha Buttercup Setting Powder. This one right here. And this is a dupe for the Ben Nye Banana Powder. I did use that today underneath my eyes, on my forehead, down my nose, on my chin, the areas that I highlight, a little bit over here and over here. And I love this powder. It is so soft, so finely milled. This powder is definitely worth what you pay for it. I think I paid $18 for this powder, and it is definitely worth it. Easy to get your hands on. You can order it right from the Sasha Cosmetics site. That's how I got it, and it is just everything. I'll show you the color. Not sure how true the color is going to show up here, but that's the color. It is a yellowy color, just, you know, like the banana powder. I'm going to say not as yellow as the banana powder, but still a yellow undertone for sure. And absolutely wonderful, very, very nice. Any skin tone can wear it. I have used this on myself, and I also have used it on people that are darker than me, and it works just fine. Just like the banana powder works for everybody, this one will definitely work for a wide range of skin tones too. So goodbye. Love that I purchased that. The next thing that I love, and the next powder that I lived for in 2014, was the Black Opal Invisible Translucent Powder 02. Loved this. It is just a translucent powder, invisible oil blocking powder. I'm not super duper oily, so you can see that it's just a translucent powder. I'm not super oily, but in the summertime I can get oily on my nose and on my cheeks. Not too much my forehead, but around my mouth especially. And this powder kept that oil at bay. I loved it. It does not change the color of my foundation or even my highlighted areas, so it worked well for my whole entire face. Love Black Opal. Okay, now let's move on to eyeshadows. Now let's say if I would have to go with a favorite eyeshadow palette, one specific favorite eyeshadow palette for the entire year of 2014, that would have to be the Naked palette, y'all. I loved this palette with all my heart. I used it to death. Y'all all know what it looks like. As you can see, I have gotten good use out of this palette. I love the gold. Half Baked was a favorite of mine. Buck was a favorite of mine. Sin was a favorite of mine. Toasted. Let's see, those not Smog so much, but those were my favorite. I love the shimmery colors. I love colors that are bright, colors that pop, and this palette really gave me everything I needed. Even when the other palettes came out, I knew that I would not like them as much as I like the Naked, so I didn't even bother getting any of the other palettes. I stuck with the Naked palette, and this eyeshadow palette right here is my love for 2014. Definitely worth every doggone dollar I spent to get that expensive palette. Worth it. Okay, the next palette that I loved was the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. This would be my second runner up. I definitely love this. I have the old packaging, the thick tin, and I just really loved it. I kept the little cellophane or whatever with the colors on it, and this palette just gave me everything. It's a little beat up. Some of my colors is a little nicked and or whatever, but that just shows that I got good use out of the palette. Some of my favorite colors in this palette, let me lay the sheet down so I can tell y'all. Some of my favorite colors in this palette were the Creme Brulee. I loved the Cherry Cordial and Semi Sweet. Those are ones that I absolutely loved. Candied Violet, Salted Caramel for a transition color. Yes, God. The Champagne Truffle, White Chocolate for a brow bone color. Yes, I absolutely loved this palette. I also got a lot of use out of Gilded Ganache. This palette was just awesome. I mean, it really was. I really loved the Chocolate Bar palette. The only thing I did not like about the Chocolate Bar palette was the names being on this thing here. And I know that they did change it with the Semi Sweet palette. But after looking at reviews on the Semi Sweet palette, I thought I wanted it, but I'm not going to get it because the colors... Now, somebody said that they were deeper than the colors in the Chocolate Bar palette, but to me they seem lighter. The only color in the Chocolate Bar palette that seemed really interesting to me was the Blueberry Swirl, and I can get a blue eyeshadow anywhere, so I'm not going to get that one. This one was a favorite. Love the scent. When they came out with this, they broke the mold. Okay, they broke the mold with this one, with the scented eyeshadows. Yes, God. Every girl, we love things that smell good. So when they appealed to our eyes and our nose, they hit us with the senses and appealed to all our senses with that. Yeah, Too Faced did it on them with that one. Okay. The third palette that I absolutely loved for 2014 was my little Lorac palette. This palette right here got a lot of use. I'm sorry about the mirror, y'all. This palette right here got a lot of use. It has a lot of pretty colors in it. 2 highlighting shades, purples, nudes, greens, blacks. I mean, what more could you ask for in one palette? This little Lorac palette was really nice. I think it is the Stylist eyeshadow palette. I won this in a giveaway from Tasty Redbone, and definitely love that palette this year. Then my fourth one that I recently got in the last eyeshadow palette, is the Dark Rose palette from BH Cosmetics. Y'all know I have been all over this thing since I got it. I've had it a couple months now and just loved it to death. If I could get it open. Okay, there we go. I'm like, what the heck? Loved these colors. Y'all know I am one that likes to wear bright colors. I like eyeshadow that demands attention, and this palette definitely gave me all that. These colors definitely demanded attention, and I rocked them like that. Okay. The next thing I'm gonna go on to, I'm sorry y'all, this is so long, is blushes. As far as blushes, this little e.l.f. blush right here, y'all. And God forgive me, I can't even see the name on it no more. That's how long I've been had this little old blush. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. But anyway, if you can see the color, it is a beautiful mauve color with just a little bit of gold shimmers in it. Absolutely loved this blush. I wore this 90% of 2014. Loved it. Okay, the next blush that I really loved is a Milani blush, and you can tell by the packaging I got a lot of use out of this. It is one of the Milani baked blushes, and it is called Fantastico Mauve. That purple, baby, this purple right here I'm wearing very lightly today. This purple right here gave me everything. I loved it. It was just everything. I wish I could swatch it and show it to y'all, but I know my lighting probably won't allow for that. But it is just fabulous. Loved Fantastico Mauve by Milani. Okay, then a lot of the summer I wore bronzer instead of blush, and I loved and wore to death this e.l.f. bronzer, little quad right here. This thing gave me everything. It just gave me the perfect little amount of color, the perfect amount of shimmer without giving me blush. It was just pretty this summer, and it just gave me like that sun-kissed tanned pretty blush on my cheeks, and I really like that. As far as a primer, I only use one primer. No, that's a lie. I use this Rimmel primer, the Poreless, Primed and Poreless. No, it ain't Primed and Poreless. It is the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro primer in 002. I don't know if y'all can see that. I really love this. It really goes on nicely. It moisturizes, it mattifies, it does everything basically it says. It says it smooths, resurfaces, not resurfaces. But it smooths, brightens, mattifies, protects. I'm going to say it don't brighten either. But it do 3 of the 5 things it say it do. This is the primer that I love. I'll always use it. As long as they sell it, I'll buy it and use it. I also gave this Maybelline Baby Skin a try. Now, I like the Baby Skin. You can basically look at it and tell. I've definitely used it. The only thing I don't like about this is you have to be really careful with how much you apply with this primer, because this joint right here, it is very smooth, but it's almost smooth to the point where it's greasy, and it will kind of make your makeup slide a little bit, in my opinion. So I like this, but not enough to where I repurchase it again. But I did use it all year, and it was cool. I didn't throw it away. So yeah. So as far as lipsticks, y'all, I love everything. I love all lipsticks. I'm not particular about lipstick. I'll use lipstick that costs $1 and lipstick that costs $20. So yeah, I'm not particular about lipstick. If you wondering what I have on my lips today, yes, because yeah, it's everything. Today I have on my lips this Milani Shadow Eyes Pencil. Yes, God, honey, this is not a lipstick. This is the Milani Shadow Eyes Pencil, and it is in the number 06 Royal Purple. Yes, God, honey, giving me everything. And I will let y'all see that on my hand. I'll swatch it for you. Bam. Bam. Yes, God, honey. So that is it. I just wanted to make a nice video, something fun for the last video of the year. I definitely appreciate your time. Thank you so much for everybody that rocked it out with me in 2014. My channel grew leaps and bounds in 2014, and I am just expecting super growth in 2015. I just want to blow up like nitro. I definitely appreciate you all. Man, it really mean the world to me. I never thought nobody would want to sit and watch me. Okay? Who want to sit and watch me? You know. But yeah, it means the world to me. So thank you so much if you hung in here with me through this entire video. I'm just going to say, leave me a comment and let me know you stayed to the end. And I'm going to leave it at that. Leave me a comment and let me know you stayed to the end. Alright, I definitely appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Mwah. Be beautiful, divas. See you in 2015.